Okay, it's 6 o'clock. We will begin the meeting. This is our second budget hearing for 2019. Mauricio, would you please call the roll?
Commissioner Goldman?
Here.
Commissioner Lama?
Here.
Commissioner Viscara?
Here.
Vice Mayor Svechin?
Here.
Mayor Scholl?
Here.
All members present.
Okay. What's your name? You. Sicard? Okay, you get to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, okay?
Should have picked the pen guy.
Yeah, okay. You ready? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good job. I don't know that they teach the pledge in the Ivy League schools, though, Ed. I can't be sure, so I wanted to make sure that, yeah, so, okay. Okay, our first order of business tonight is the second reading of our millage rate and tentative budget. And if we can go to item 3A, which is the millage. Mauricio.
A resolution of the City of Sunny Isles Beach of Miami-Dade County, Florida, adopting the Sunny Isles Beach final ad valorem tax millage rate at 2.2000 mils per 1,000 of taxable assessed value, which is 2.20% less than the rollback rate of 2.2495 mils for fiscal year 2019-2020, providing for an effective date.
Okay, this is our second reading, so Chris, you want to make it short and sweet?
Yeah, I don't have anything else to add to the presentation that was made. We can entertain any questions anyone might have on the millage rate.
Okay. Any questions regarding the proposed millage rate?
No.
No?
So moved.
Okay, do I hear a second?
Second.
Mauricio? Oh, I'm sorry. Public hearing's open. Are there any public speakers?
Not for this one.
Public hearing is closed.
So moved.
I have a motion. I have a second. Is this a reso? This is a reso. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Okay, that's item 3A. Item 3B, please.
3B is an ordinance of the City Commission of the City of Sunny Isles Beach, Florida, adopting an operating and capital improvement budget for fiscal year commencing October 1st, 2019 through September 30th, 2020, pursuant to Section 200.65 of the Florida statutes, authorizing expenditures of funds established by the budget, authorizing encumbrances, authorizing issuance of checks, providing for grants and gifts, providing for local and federal law enforcement trust funds, providing for post-audit, providing for severability, and providing for an effective date. And this is second and final reading.
Okay. Chris?
Nothing has changed since the first reading of the budget. Again, I don't have any further presentation. We can entertain any questions.
Okay, any questions regarding the second reading on the budget? Alex?
Well, I just wanted to add something that it's last minute, but, you know, I wanted to see if we could probably analyze the probability of keeping the parks open till 10 p.m. during the summer when the kids are out of school. Just because, you know, during the summer, kids, I mean, it's really hot. So kids don't get there till like 7:30. So by 8:30, 8:45, you know, our staff is telling people to please get out because, you know, parks need to be closed by 9 p.m. sharp. So I think it's something that perhaps warrants some consideration, and we could probably look into that, please.
I think the good news is probably not a budget buster, so I think staff could look at it,
Yeah.
quantify it, and then you could bring it. And if it's with
Yeah.
Chris's authority, you know, from a monetary standpoint, you know, he could do it administratively, or it could come back before the commission.
Yeah.
But I think
Okay,
it's an
great.
interesting.
We'll take a look
Interesting
at it.
suggestion.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
look at it
Some
and
parents have
analyze
come
it.
up to me
I received a
and asked me
similar
that, yeah.
request.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
Good. No,
I mean, it's
that's a
early
great
during the
idea.
summer, you know, by 8:30,
I get it.
8:45,
And
you
it stays
gotta
later,
vacate,
longer,
yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yep, I understand. Good
Yeah,
idea.
We'll analyze it and get back to you.
Okay,
Thank
so, thank you, Alex. So, now, why don't you make the motion to,
I just have a question.
Mayor,
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Oh, yeah, I got to do public hearing again, too. Go ahead, Larissa.
Chris, I know that this is not necessarily pertains to this specific budget, but can we just get a little bit of clarification? There have been some discussions about some funds that were spent in the last couple of months or so. And for those that are watching on TV, can we just get some clarification of how that money was spent specifically for outside counsel and so on and so forth?
Well, with regard to the issues that we've been dealing with in the town center and regarding
Right.
particularly RK Centers Company and the lawsuit that was brought against us, we've spent about, between planning and legal, about $76,000. And I'm not sure if I can attach this to that, because I think it would have been done anyway, probably.
Yeah.
In my experience, you would particularly send something out regarding something as different as the moratorium proposal. So we spent about $3,600 on that.
The flyer.
On that flyer, and the full mailing was about $4,000, I think, the printing and mailing.
Okay.
Okay, thanks for the clarification. Any other questions?
Just
Okay.
for the benefit of our audience?
Microphone.
I always do that.
Thank you.
For the benefit of our audience members, our young audience members, could you tell them what a budget is?
Our budget is, every year, we have income from property taxes and a lot of other areas, a lot of other different taxes and things that come in from utilities and fees and things. And then we divvy it up into our expenditures that allow us to provide the programs, the parks, maintain our streets, our police department, and especially our programs and things that you have at the Pelican Community Center that you're probably all familiar with. And every year, the commission, the staff proposes a budget of expenditures and revenues, and that has to balance. The city, in addition to balancing our budget, we actually have been very fortunate to be able to have significant reserves, which are things like a special fund if we should get hit by a hurricane. We have been fortunate enough to be able to put aside, we have almost a $100 million budget between our capital budget, and capital is very large individual projects versus what's called the operating budget. And we have, the city has approximately $30 million, probably, I know it's a little more than that, in reserves, and about $20 million of that is in special designation for emergencies of different sorts, the single biggest one being if we ever had a hurricane. So the city's in good shape, and this commission approves that budget every year. And our fiscal year is October 1st to the end of September.
Okay, you got it? So the capital budget is the car you want to buy, and the operating budget is the gas and the insurance. It's the best way to describe it, so, okay. Do we have any public speakers?
Yes, we do. Maggie Gordo.
Maggie?
There was a proposal put into the capital project for an apartment for $300,000 that the mayor had indicated to put it in, and I just want to know how that works. It stays there until you're going to buy it, or does it come before the commission at any point? How does it work?
Yeah, I can answer it. So it comes before the commission, but,
I'd like him to answer. He's
Excuse me?
the city manager.
okay.
Right. No, this would come back before the commission, and I in the last meeting, and you were here, I made it clear that we're still analyzing that. We put that money in the capital budget as a placeholder. That money would have been somewhere else if we didn't put it there. But we put it there just to raise the issue for the commission that we want to analyze that, because we didn't, frankly, the international internship program has been very successful, more so than we realized, and we've had continuous interns for two full years already, and we were in the works of getting one from our Taiwanese sister city, and trying to keep that going. So we want to just analyze it. So we put a placeholder, put it in the budget. This commission would have to take action on that if that's going to go forward.
Okay, so
Yeah. And we have the money in our capital budget, and I just wanted to bring it to light so we could study it.
Okay, and any person in the commission can come to you and tell you, I want to buy an apartment, please put this in the budget? Is that how it
They can come to me for a purpose that we might have to spend money, and we can consider it in the budget.
So you
Yes.
highlighted by putting it on the budget? I'm
Yes,
not under-
yes.
so what's the
It was something
You
that
said
we've
it comes
talked
back
about.
to the commission.
Yes.
Did it ever
Oh, yeah, the real estate.
discuss with the commission, before that, you put it in the budget?
No, I can't discuss it with the
We can't
commission,
discuss it
Maggie,
until-
because
Yeah.
I can.
No,
I
I'm
can.
saying here.
Yeah.
Put it in the budget.
When we put it in the budget, we discussed it. I brought it up at the meeting.
Commissioner and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
did.
At the last meeting, that's when it came up. We do budget once a year,
I'm sorry.
and anything that we change, I mean, from first reading to second reading, either well, it was the first hearing that we had it in the budget. Yeah, when we put things in the budget, that's what we bring, especially new things.
It was discussed
to
during the
commission.
workshop as well.
The concept did come up at the workshop. I wasn't sure, we did discuss it, yeah.
So at one point, it was
yeah.
discussed at the workshop, and the commission voted to put it in the budget?
No, they don't need to vote. The staff can suggest, we put the
And
budget together,
so the
yes.
staff-
This is the process, yeah, this is the process.
So any of the commissioners can go to you and say, I want an apartment, and you will put it in the budget?
No, no. It would be if we have a public purpose to consider doing it, we might, some things we might not. It all depends. Yeah, no, there is no hard and fast, yeah. Yeah, no, there is no hard and fast rule on that, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
I'm still confused, but at least.
Okay.
Okay. Any other public speakers, Mauricio?
No, sir.
Public hearing's closed. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second?
It's an ordinance, so voice vote?
Commissioner Goldman,
Yes.
Commissioner Lama,
Yes.
Commissioner Viscara,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Svechin,
Yes.
Mayor Scholl.
Yes.
The ordinance is adopted.
Okay, great. Any other business? Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Okay, guys, you can go home. Thank you. Do you need us to sign something? Okay, come on up.